Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Emma and Georgia, and today we are watching How to Get Away with Murder, Season 5, Episode 15. If you want to watch our uncut season reactions, link to the patrons down below.
Last episode, we had a few revelations that came to light. Annalise was playing the flirting game with Emmett because she was going off the evidence that the governor gave her, and Tegan also did some digging of her own and said that the phone call history was real and not faked. So he actually did call the guard person that day. So Annalise was dead set on it being him. She played the flirt game, went on a whole date with him. He was trying to woo her, but she was not having any of it, and they had a lot of arguments, and they went into some really deep stuff about how she's never going to trust a man again, which I mean, truth. But it got revealed they had the security footage, and thankfully they got more of it to actually see his face, because they seemed to think it was Emmett just based off the back, which was completely wrong.
We were protesting it ever since we saw it. Like, it looks nothing like Emmett.
Honestly.
Like, he has like a bit of a balding spot on the top of his head, and his hair's like grey and curly. Like, and this kind of footage we thought looked a lot like Miller, that's it. Sorry, the name escapes me. Yeah, it looked a lot like Miller, and like, you know, young, kind of like slim, and had a full head of hair, you know. But oh boy, were we wrong.
Yes, Frank recognised him, and
yes,
it's Xavier Castillo, Laurel's unseen brother. Which, oh my god, another member of her family to contend with.
I know! Like, her family, no joke, are just cursed. Like, with bad genes or something. Like, in this show, every one of her family members that we know of are involved in some dodgy shit. Like, dad's in prison, very messed up guy, as we know. Mum disappeared, bit shady as well, and now the brother's in the picture.
Mum also, let's not forget her part, she told Jorge about Laurel and Wes, and therefore was complicit in his murder.
Yes, she had a secret meeting with Wes, and we found all about that. And speaking of Laurel's mum, we got a bit of a gift from of her in the episode, which was absolutely disgusting. She had been scalped, people. Scalped.
Sometimes I think it's amazing that you're here with me to watch these, because I think if I was watching that without you here, I would have just thought that was a wig. I did not tell that it was a scalp.
Literally, when I watched that and saw the chunks, you could see, like, it was so
I was looking at the luscious locks. What can I say?
You would have been like, oh, that's nice. Nice little wig in the post there. One decent and that. Meanwhile, I am horrified. Like,
who did that?
Disgusting.
Our first instincts went towards Xavier as being the person that did that, but just because they got revealed at the same time doesn't mean the two things are connected.
Absolutely. And as we've watched this show for all 5 seasons, we know sometimes things aren't as they seem, and they're probably going to throw in another curveball, another plot twist that we're not going to expect. And Xavier Castillo is someone we definitely did not expect to be in the picture.
I just realised, is there a flash forward / flashback thing going on right now? Like,
what do you mean?
In the show? Because, you know, like every season they have flash forwards and then flashbacks.
Oh yeah.
Is there one of those going on right now? There isn't, is there?
No, remember the green tinge?
Yeah. The first half of the season, the flash forward was to the wedding. But then normally there's flashbacks in the second half of the season. But they don't have that this time, do they?
No.
Didn't even notice.
I wonder if it's going to be the same for season 6, you know? One more season to go.
People keep hyping up the mystery for season 6, so I'm kind of nervous.
I mean, I love the mysteries in the show, so if they're hyping it up, then I'm going to be obsessed. So I'm excited for that. But we have to get through this season finale first, and I'm thinking it's going to be a big one. We've literally got Laurel holding her mum's scalp. Like, what? How do they dispose of that? First off, is how I'm thinking. Like, what do you do with it?
They must give it to the police, right? And say they've received
yeah, but
it.
then they're gonna dig up all this other stuff on them. They've got the whiteboard.
Here's the green
flashback. Yeah. Oh my god, we're seeing it.
Not yet, but I've been following your case. She got herself a win. Your trial date still hasn't been set.
You know, she said that the judge is gonna set that any day now.
That day may never come.
Bull.
Bull.
Come on, man. I'm locked up with some of the best con men in the country. You think I don't know when somebody's polishing a turd?
Mr. Lee, any smart lawyer would want you as a client.
You know, that slick suit and shine shoes don't make you half the man Annalise is.
Oh, I love
He
this
is
from
a
him.
big advocate of her.
You want me to throw you out, but I might be old, but I can still knock those teeth out.
I wouldn't start making threats there, late senior.
God, did he order his death? Because he's mean to him.
I think you're gonna regret this.
Oh,
That's
shit.
a threat. That is a threat right there. Yeah, he must have ordered it.
Ego can take a little damage, eh?
My brother wouldn't do this on his own.
So you're defending him?
No.
Then why didn't you warn us about him?
I haven't seen him in years.
But now he's a man capable of killing his own mother. I
But
put
you-
your father in jail so that we wouldn't have to deal with your family anymore, Laurel.
We always knew Jorge would be a threat.
Don't protect her.
She just found out.
Why is she moaning at Laurel for? She didn't know.
They're all dead because of you.
Whoa,
I'll
okay.
do whatever I can to fix this, okay, Annalise? I didn't think that this was gonna happen.
Because you don't think, ever.
It's not Laurel's fault.
No, it's not.
I just want my life back because this isn't a life. It's hell. We're all living in hell and I want out.
Oh. I wonder what language Christopher is going to speak when he grows up.
You can hand it over to the FBI. They can add it to evidence on
Oh my god, it's still in the bag.
Brother scalps us next.
They all assume it's Laurel's brother too.
You framed me as a terrorist. Professor Keating's the only reason I'm not locked up right now.
Everyone is team advocate Annalise today.
Your mother survived too much to go to jail, Gabriel.
Oh, she's threatening him with that now
That's on
too.
you. Choose Annalise or choose
Let's
your mother.
go. Please leave the picture.
Is this her meeting place with the governor?
Oh yeah, this is where they met last time.
Why do they meet in the church?
You think that I have the ability to fabricate phone records?
You're the governor.
You had a donor who works in technology.
30 years building the life of my dreams, and it's ruined because of a lie you started.
You think that I have the power to get the FBI to investigate a governor?
Well, someone did, and it worked.
I don't know what's more fake. You or those phone records.
Then let the FBI figure it out. I had no choice but to send over Mr. Crawford's records myself.
If you manage to obtain the records, you could easily fabricate them.
It's the only number now disconnected. Maybe it's Xavier's. That would prove they were working together.
No more assumptions.
Hey,
You can
you're
talk,
right.
Nate.
You would have ratted out who put him up to this, but he didn't. No more
It's
guessing.
funny how he can see that now.
I know.
Her name's Bonnie, and that's all I'm telling you. So if I hear
Oh
you
god,
call
this is
my
adorable,
secretary to
but
find out
really
more
sad.
Probably not gonna bring her home for Christmas. Okay?
He was approached.
Can I call you back?
By
I
Xavier.
love you too.
Do you want to be the DA?
What
Oh,
is
this-
this guy doing?
That was before he even got made the DA.
You're familiar with her Supreme Court client, right?
Oh god.
I swear to God, Miller.
No, Miller, we've been saying you're innocent.
You think Frank and Annalise should raise my child?
No, I think you are going to raise your child.
It's just in case something happens.
Nothing's going to happen.
Connor, look at our lives.
I never said I wanted a baby, let alone all the
I'm
babies.
just asking for you to think about it.
No.
Oh, she wants... Okay, so if Laurel dies, she wants to put Christopher in care of Connor and Oliver. That's big.
Laurel goes to jail, then everyone in her circle does too. So,
Christopher's gonna have
then
no
what
one.
happens?
I said I was your lawyer. You just have to hire me.
You just accused me of killing a man, Annalise.
Because that's what Jorge Castillo wanted me to believe.
You have proof?
Yes.
Is she though?
Wasn't that guy, Frank.
No.
We were wrong.
Just need to talk about something normal.
Oh, God, normal. Like how Peggy spent about 10 minutes trying to tell me how she couldn't upgrade my phone.
All this talk about his phone, that's such a sore spot.
How would you feel if I decided not to run?
You've wanted this your whole life.
I'm just thinking about Denver, you know, all the shady people we had to get in bed with to win a campaign.
So do it your own way.
Hated Denver. He must have worked with Xavier, which
But he
is
didn't
not
want
looking
to.
too good.
Run.
Ah, it was Xavier. Frank is right.
Yeah.
So I hope this is good news.
Yeah. I'll do it. What do you need from me?
God, this is terrible.
You don't understand. I need this transfer to happen by tomorrow night at the latest.
We don't do transfers at night.
Make an exception.
Exceptions are how things go wrong when you run a prison.
So I caved. I went against my gut and gave him his night transfer. So here we are. And you coming up to me like I did something wrong.
Your guards did something wrong. It happens all the time, especially when you're dealing with mental cases. And your dad was one of the worst.
Do you really want to be saying that to Nate right now? You're pretty much asking for a punch.
It was just a little shove, but I'm gonna need help.
He's in jail.
Of course, I'm on it.
Wait, what?
Sykes said Miller forced him to schedule the transfer at night.
What'd I tell you? Miller was part of it.
Fuck off. Were we wrong this whole time?
Wait, so Nate's in jail?
I love how Nate's in jail for a little shove, and then there was that time a few episodes ago when he literally battered someone in the car park and didn't get arrested.
I know.
Mr. Crawford, I don't think I need to explain to you that we're concerned by your choice of attorney. Concerned or intimidated?
You're a person of interest in the death of Miss Keating's client.
I just handed you your suspect on a silver platter. What more do you need?
An explanation of this recording we discovered in Mr. Crawford's
Oh
office.
no. Oh god.
Now would you like to consider hiring different counsel?
Oh god. That does not make Annalise look good.
She's bluffing.
Either way, if my mom finds out...
Your mom's gonna find out eventually, Gabriel.
No, if she finds out the truth about the drugs.
You did this?
I'll tell you once you pass the bar, you can be my
what?
lawyer.
So I'm right, this was you.
Just give me something on Annalise that involves Sam's case or Miller's.
Annalise didn't do anything wrong.
Did she sell the drugs?
What was Laura going to tell Telesco to get immunity?
What?
I didn't meet with her about immunity.
So you lied to us?
No, I just wanted her help figuring out if it was my mother making those calls.
So you asked her for a deal?
Okay, Telesco brought up an immunity deal. I obviously said no.
That is
Well, then
true.
why not just tell us that?
To prevent this from happening.
Everyone's against Laurel now.
This is exactly why Telesco went to Gabriel, so that we would all turn on each other and look, it's working.
God, Laurel has had a
Anything
bad
that comes out of
day.
your mouth anymore.
I feel bad for her. She's done nothing wrong and everyone's turning on her.
I know, I don't understand what's going on. Now Connor's accusing her of not being mentally sound again?
They have the recording of us in your office the other night.
Oh dear.
Inmate Nate Leahy.
Nate's in jail?
Tegan's getting all the scoop here.
Neither can I. We are too strong and too smart to let these bastards scare the fight out of us. Was that just me?
I feel bad for her. She's literally, it's not her fault that she got involved with the Castillos.
Then stop using your fist to get answers.
It's so true. I know, Nate needs to keep the hands on to your sides.
Flashback.
It's got a green tinge.
Frank!
The only way I let the air back in your lungs.
Frank!
Tell me to order the hit on Leahy. Nod yes.
Holy shit, Frank is scary.
He paid us.
He paid us.
Who paid you?
Xavier Castillo.
And there's your answer.
The way Frank just came out of that back seat.
Now I'm a material witness on this case.
You're right.
I wasn't expecting it at all.
I'm running for DA. Castillos have a history of keeping DAs in their pocket. Having interacted with me at C&G, they know I can't be bought.
Go on, Emmett. It's self-representation.
You told Telesco that your mom, an informant in witness protection, may be in trouble. They did nothing. And look what happened.
We take the bag to the FBI, argue that Telesco breached her duty to protect Sandrine.
They'll fire Telesco, she'll stop threatening Gabriel.
Go
Nice
on,
one, Asha.
If my brother finds out that we go to the FBI, he's gonna kill me and Christopher next.
He won't know.
He wasn't even supposed to know where my mother was either.
What happened to you being a better Frank?
Maybe everybody else is better if I'm just frank.
I know.
I'm so happy to see you.
What? Why are you playing nice?
They're gonna tell him that they know?
I know what they're gonna do. This is quite a big plan they've got here.
She was the only one that said no, but it's the only way that we take down Telesco and stall her stupid Operation Bonfire.
Operation Bonfire.
Ask for forgiveness later. That's what Annalise would do.
And what you did with Simon.
Enough about Simon.
Yes, let's keep bringing Simon up.
Wanted to hurt me, and this was your sick way of doing it.
See, if I wanted to hurt you, I'd actually hurt you, not the old man.
Oh, how? By burning me up in my house? Scalping my head?
What you did to Mom.
He didn't have anything to do with it.
God,
God,
you're
can you
never
imagine?
ever gonna expect it.
It's Sandrine Castillo's. You were the last one that saw her alive, Laurel, not me.
And she begged me to forgive
Oh,
her. She
no,
dug
I
her
think you
nails
did it
into
now.
my arm, asking me not to leave because she knew that Christopher and
Don't
I
know what
weren't
to
going to
make
be
of it. It's
safe.
quite cocky.
And that's exactly what happened.
I think you're very cool and funny and smart.
Oh, this is so
Just like your mom
sweet.
and dad. Just no surprise there.
Connor would be well good at it.
Did you promise to make him DA? Pay for his campaign?
That's exactly what he did.
Got the old man a transfer on Thursday morning.
Yeah, he wanted it.
Thursday morning.
Thursday morning.
Got it.
Oh, but he made it for the evening.
You believed he would help you,
Yeah.
and instead the boy played
Thursday
you.
morning. Why did Miller insist it had to be in the evening?
So Miller was good.
Miller tried to stop it from happening.
I bet that happens a lot in your life. People take advantage of your bad instincts.
But they
That's
still
why your
managed
father
to
fought so
kill
hard to get
him.
Laurel back.
I know, it still
She's the
happened
one who
though.
shares his
What went
mind,
wrong?
his gut. You're the disappointment.
The named plaintiff in a recent Supreme Court
Oh, Miller.
details
No
have yet
wonder
to
he was
emerge.
like really
Reporters
sad.
say Lady
He tried so hard
to a
not
mental
to.
health facility
Oh.
where the shooting occurred.
Let's try with the early transfer.
Oh, you dick.
I guess
You
I
dickhead.
underestimated you. You play me again and we'll take out everyone you love.
God, he's horrible. He's ruthless.
The FBI has everything they need to arrest you, you pathetic ass.
I love her.
Turn yourself in. Maybe they'll let you share the same cell as your father.
Oh, badass bitch right there. Mic drop.
They know more.
Of course they do.
What?
Governor.
So, plan B.
He was working for the governor.
He's given us no other choice.
What's going on?
Louisiana Family Services and found her birth father.
Who is it?
His name's Dwight.
Oh, sounds like a nice guy's name.
Do we know a Dwight?
Annalise knew him.
Agent Telesko is no longer an
Is
employee of the
Dwight
FBI.
his mom's ex?
Well, until the next agent shows up.
That died?
Oh, okay.
Are they siblings? Are they
I'm
siblings?
distracted. If they're siblings and they've just kissed, that is really weird.
We deserve to feel good for once.
Oh god, they're gonna sleep together and find out they're siblings the next. Oh my god, you might be onto something there.
Just tell us who Dwight is now.
Been holding a lot.
He's not gonna start hitting on Tegan, is he?
Look hot doing it.
Always.
Dear.
Don't move until I'm back.
I feel like something bad's gonna happen, and I'm really scared.
People are asking questions, threatening me. Who? I don't want to say it, just want to tell the truth. D.A. Miller.
Excuse me?
What? She's changed her story.
They can't know.
They can't know.
Good mother. You want to protect your kid? Don't worry about me.
They're making her say it was Miller to ease Bonnie and Nate's conscience.
It was right.
She confessed to something that isn't true.
No more hating yourself. Okay?
So now they can feel better about themselves because they killed him. That's not how it works.
There is another person of interest in both Mr. Leahy and
Oh,
D.A.
she's gonna throw
Miller's
Annalise in,
murders.
isn't she?
This individual
Yeah.
has been protected by a powerful law firm.
You've done so much to protect me. So I just want to say thank you.
I don't think any of them have ever said thank you.
The governor just pointed the finger at Emmett on live TV.
Oh.
The foundation of our
Oh.
justice system is that we are all innocent until proven guilty.
He hasn't... Has he been poisoned?
Or is he having a heart attack?
No, he's been poisoned, look.
No, he's having a heart attack.
Oh god.
Where's Laurel?
Laurel?
How's Laurel suddenly disappeared
Christopher?
in that crowd?
He's in the nursery. Why? He's gone, Annalise.
What?
No. Not again!
Both gone.
They're not again!
He's right here. It's on a loop.
Oh,
They took him, Annalise.
how could they have taken the baby with the three of them in the house?
Annalise shouldn't have threatened Xavier so bad. They foreshadowed Laurel setting up plans for Christopher, but ironically Christopher is missing as well.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Connor and Oliver should not be Christopher's guardians because they couldn't even protect him then. He disappeared while they were still
do you know
there.
Do you know what? This is fun. This was not funny, but this is crazy. Oliver is a hacker, and he couldn't work out that the footage was on a loop.
How How had it been hacked? What? How could they steal a baby with everyone sitting in the lounge? That is crazy.
They must have come from a window and just got him. Emmett's dying. Laurel, Christopher gone. Like, what is next? How did Laurel vanish so quick without a scream? Like,
in public.
In public, and her brother was nearby, so it's gotta be him. It's gotta be her brother. But he can't kill his sister, surely.
He's killed their mother.
He not confirmed, but possibly killed his mom. Like, oh, I don't know. He's ruthless. He has. Well, it's pretty much confirmed now that he ordered Nate Leahy Sr.'s death.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much confirmed now, which is very fucked up. And Miller, the Saint, tried to stop it from happening in his own way, and it really backfired.
How is my love for Miller going off after he's died?
I know. He's literally like, we're just finding out more and more things that make him just a really good person.
I don't like that Frank has covered that up. Like, in a way you could think, oh, how cute, he's doing it for Bonnie so that she doesn't feel so low she decides to kill herself. But at the end of the day, they did do these things, and I feel like they deserve to live with the guilt when they do this stuff. And especially that one, like all the other ones we've seen at various points, they've killed so many people, and we've seen like Connor get really down and depressed about how much bad things they've done, and then he gets over it eventually. It took a long time, but he did. And then with this one especially, considering Nate just killed him on a whim, a speculation even. It wasn't even like Miller was some big antagonist that it was satisfying to see him die. He was just a nice man who truly didn't deserve it. And so for them to have a peace of mind and conscience, it doesn't sit right with me, because I feel like Miller deserved better than that.
I agree with you. I think Bonnie has suffered mentally a lot more. I mean, I can't say for Nate. I think he is feeling guilt, but people like that need to face their crimes, you know. Nate and Bonnie both killed Miller. That's the hard facts. Bonnie has suffered with the guilt, and I know she has had a rough time with it, but, you know, you have to face the facts that you killed a man that is innocent. And Frank, I don't know why he did it. Like, did he just do that so Bonnie would stay alive and be herself? Did he do it for her? Did he do it for Nate? Did he do it for himself? Like, I don't really know why he would do that for Bonnie.
I don't see why he would have done it for himself.
I feel like there's always a personal agenda with anything anyone does in this show. I find it hard to believe Frank did this just out of the goodness in his heart for Bonnie and Nate. I don't know, it just feels weird. I don't know why he did it, and I think it's wrong. And I do feel bad in saying it. I feel like they should get a punishment like prison time, because they killed an innocent man. You know, I like Bonnie and Nate, but it feels like they got off a bit scot-free, if I'm honest. I can't believe Xavier has really been painted as this almighty villain, which he is, and I can't believe he's possibly just kidnapped his sister and nephew.
On the plus side, if they have pinned it on Emmett, he potentially is dead, so that's...
I know, is Emmett gonna die? Like, he's just a floor above Tegan.
So you think he's been poisoned?
I think he's been poisoned.
I think he just had a heart attack.
Well, how did he have a heart attack? Did it just come on? Like, why do you think that?
Why does anyone have a heart attack? I don't think he chose to have a heart attack.
I know Emmett likes to drink, but I don't...
Oh, he's just had a stressful time. I don't know. He's of an age. It's not uncommon.
I'm just thinking, he offered Tegan a drink from that whiskey, and she said, no, I'm a gin girl. So he poured her glass into his glass. Can you imagine if the hit was for Tegan and not him?
Castillo's wanted to kill her.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? With the whole Jane Doe thing. Like, the Castillos hate Tegan because they locked Jorge up.
But then, how could they get that specific bottle and that specific glass?
I don't know. It's just a theory. I'm just thinking, because maybe the hit was on Emmett. Maybe they poisoned the whiskey glass because it is his whiskey and they know he drinks it. So they put a bit of poison in. And you know, you saw in that shot the glass was sideways and it was half full still. So he just had a gulp and he had a heart attack. You know, it looks like he has been poisoned. That's what the evidence is looking like to me. Governor's lackeys must be doing this as well as him.
Yeah, the governor's probably got a whole team. But
Yeah,
why he's involved with the governor, I don't know. Like,
I know, I feel like
he was
he's strong enough to work on his own.
He was defending his father a lot, so he's clearly still on good terms with him. So whether the governor has something to do with Jorge as well, whether maybe she was one of his clients in Antares, we know he had a load of shady investors and stuff. Maybe she was involved in the company. Yeah, but it looks like going into season 6, she is the final boss, the governor.
She is the final boss, and Jorge still manages to fit in. I feel like he might be mentioned a lot more.
Yeah.
As well as Xavier. He's, you know, the second in command, if you will. He's the one doing all the governor's dirty work. Like, I feel like they're the two bosses, and we've got the mystery of what is happening to Emmett if he dies. Who killed him? I think it's pretty obvious myself, but who knows? And then we've also got what happened to Laurel. Who has her? What's gonna happen? Is freaking Connor and Oliver gonna be parents to Christopher? Like, is that actually gonna be a reality?
Not if Christopher's missing.
Oh god, yeah, I keep forgetting Christopher's. They can't kill a kid, surely not.
Michaela and Gabriel. Who the hell is Dwight? Michaela's dad, who apparently... Okay, maybe they're not siblings, because they said that Annalise knew him, whereas Annalise wouldn't have known Gabriel's mum's ex-boyfriend, besides Sam, obviously.
I know, this is a whole other thing that I think got brushed over quite quickly. Like, so... let's get the facts straight. So Michaela's biological father is called Dwight, and Annalise knows him. That's all we know. She represented him for a crime, like...
Oh yeah, she said that her birth father shot her birth mother.
Yeah,
so maybe Annalise
was
did
his
defend
lawyer.
her. Yeah. The way they panned to Michaela and Gabriel though, and then they started having sex, I thought, oh my god, they're actually related, aren't they?
I know! when you were saying that, I was thinking, oh god, this would be like perfect for them to throw in that plot twist, you know, they're about to get down and dirty and, you know, we're getting a big hint that they're related. That would be problematic. But
at least then I'd have a valid reason not to like them, because I've never shipped them.
So you're not in favour of them getting together?
To be honest, I don't even like Gabriel all that much.
Really? Do you not feel bad for him? I do.
No.
Man just wants to know what happened to his dad.
Yeah, and I don't understand why.
I mean, come on. Someone kills your parent, you're going to want to know a bit more, aren't you?
No, well, when they get told that he's a terrible person, you hear all the stuff they've done, I think I'd be quite disinterested.
Hearsay. Like, you're getting all this from you, like, law students that are acting really sus. Like, I'd want to know for myself. I don't think they're a good couple, though. I just don't see it going the distance.
I liked Gabriel more at the start when he was a mystery. And then ever since it got revealed, so I liked him when they were still working. God, remember that when they were actually working on Annalise's lawsuit? Wow.
I know, that's like a lifetime ago.
I liked him back then. He was mysterious, intriguing, and then once we found out he was Sam's son and he just keeps going on about Sam, it just put me off. I'm not.
It is getting a little bit annoying, but I see why he's doing it. I feel sympathy. That's as far as it goes, really.
Rating?
9 out of 10. There was big plot twist today, and I really liked how we got more conversation with Xavier because he was a bit of a mystery, you know, the cliffhanger. And I liked what we saw of him, you know, we got a bit more information that he's working with the governor and all that, all the plot twists that were happening. And I'm very scared for Laurel, the baby, and Emmett. I'm scared for, including Emmett. I've grown to like him, you know, he's been in it a lot, and I think he's quite interesting.
It looks like Emmett's dead now, so I don't think he'll be in it anymore.
I hope not. Maybe.
It's funny, he's this season's Isaac, really, isn't he?
Oh, don't bring up Isaac. That's still fresh for me. Hope he's doing okay.
Isaac was miles better than Emmett, though.
Oh, I loved Isaac.
Me too. And he didn't even get a definitive ending. He had an open ending.
He
don't
had
know whether
such
he
an
lived or
open
died.
ending. Literally, all we saw, the end of it, was just him in the hospital bed, and that was it.
Contemplating killing himself, and then we never know. We don't know what happened. I hope the show doesn't end with an open ending, because I can't stand them.
Can you imagine, like, they end it on a cliffhanger, and that's it?
I would absolutely despise it.
I know, I'd feel so incomplete. Like, I feel like I'd need to ring up the producers, like, what was the ending supposed to be, or whatever.
People seem to be very satisfied with the ending, though, so
I hope it's a good one.
People keep saying, "Oh, it's the best series finale of a show ever," and I find it quite hard to be satisfied with a series finale if it's not wrapped up tightly, because I am someone that ends up having questions, and if they're never going to be answered, then what do we do? So
I'm going to be hung up on it for ages.
Me too.
If so, and yeah, as people are saying it's a satisfying ending, I'm going to believe them. I hope they aren't lying. But yeah, I'm hoping it ends on a definitive statement, and I hope everyone gets a happy ending like they deserve it. Annalise's outburst this episode at the start saying everything is going wrong, our lives are hell, and it's right, you know, their lives are hell.
I don't quite know about the happy ending part, but we'll see about that.
I know, it's a bit too good to be true. I hope so.
I'm going to give this episode a 9 as well. I do agree. They did a clever thing of putting us through the ringer with Miller again, making us doubt him, and then it turns out he was a good guy. I really don't like how Frank has covered it up for the sake of Bonnie and Nate's conscience. But highlight of the episode was him popping out that backseat and strangling that lady.
You were quite delayed in saying that as well. Like, we were just watching, and you all of a sudden just had an outburst of like, I can't believe Frank was in the back of the car. Like, how are you surprised? This is typical Frank business. He literally appears everywhere.
I thought it was going to be a flashback of that lady meeting up with Miller, and then Frank just suddenly popped out with that rope.
This is typical Frank. I was not surprised in the slightest.
Oh, that was so funny. I do like it when Frank goes on murdery. As he said, maybe it is better for people if I just stay Frank.
he even said it, like, Annalise was like, when are you going to be good again? Like, a good person. He's like, no, I'm just going to be me.
Yeah.
Annalise is unapologetically herself. Why can't I, you know? Frank, just be yourself.
That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching our reaction to Season 5, Episode 15 of How to Get Away with Murder. If you want to watch our uncut reactions to How to Get Away with Murder, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time for Season 6. Bye!
Bye!